Guys, welcome back to my channel. Today is November 1st, and you know what that means. It is the first day of Nanowrimo, which is National Novel Writing Month. And like many other writers, I am participating. But before we get into today's fun stuff with Nanowrimo, let me quick introduce myself. My name is Nicole Wolf. I am a paranormal romance writer and mommy of 2 adorable little kiddos. And here on my channel, we discuss all things books and writing. And I throw in the occasional mommy or thrifting or lifestyle video. And if you're interested in any of that stuff, make sure to hit the subscribe and the little bell so you know when I post new videos. Okay, now let's get into the Nanowrimo fun stuff. Okay guys, so like I said in my project announcement video, which you can find up in the cards, I am going to be working on the first round of revisions for my 3rd completed novel. So I have my first draft done, and it is time to muddle through the mess. And that is what I'm dedicating Nanowrimo this year to. So I have my handy little notes, my revision note. These aren't my actual revision notes. These are like revision tips, where I kind of go through different rounds of revisions, and I have a list of things that I need to focus on in each round of revisions. So, I guess this is going to also be a kind of revision tips video. So, yay, you're welcome. So, I have a 3-step revision process, and in step 1, it's focusing on the what's. Meaning what's happening, what is it happening to, and where is it happening. Okay, so I guess it's more of a what and where is step 1. So for this first round, I'm going to be focusing on making sure I have the right events at the right time, which just means I'm kind of hitting those beats for my genre novel at around the right time. Now, beats, they're a good thing to have, but I'm not a person who has to have like this particular beat at this particular percentage. You know what I mean? Like, I'm okay with like changing things around slightly, because I feel like that helps keep things fresh and interesting. Okay, and then I also concentrate on character conflict, interrupt dialogue. Oh, okay. No, I had to think about what I meant when I wrote that. So basically that means making sure that I don't just have like 3 pages worth of nothing but dialogue. Because I tend to do that sometimes in my first drafts, where all I'm focusing on is the dialogue that's happening between 2 people, and I forget to add actions that are going on, or I kind of forget to break up that dialogue a little bit with something else that's going on during the conversation. And then I also have withhold answers to questions that readers would have, especially during the first few chapters. Like if I have something and it's going to naturally create a question in the reader, I don't want to answer that question right away, because then you lose the readers, like the reader got the answer to that question, and why would they continue reading if they already know the answer now? So kind of moving things like that around and making sure that I'm not giving the readers too much information too quickly. And I'm also not providing enough information, where I don't want them to feel completely lost either. And then scene breaks when big news or event happens. So that's another thing that sometimes I don't do, which is have scene break when something big happens, so that the reader has interest to move into the next scene. Okay, so that's my round 1 revisions, which is what I'm going to be working on today, and probably this first week. And lucky us, Nanowrimo starts on a Monday, and I am just like so here for it. I love that it starts on a Monday. So, I have my computer screen here pulled up. You can see I have some highlights and all that fun stuff going on in my Word document file right now. And I also have my blank page in my notebook ready for any revision notes that I come across as I am reading through the manuscript. So, let's get into the vlog. Okay guys, so before I wrap up today's vlog, which as you can see I am in a different sweatshirt and it's a new day, but I want to wrap up this vlog before we get into the next day. So I wanted to fill you in on what I got accomplished on the first day of NaNoWriMo. And I got quite a bit of revision notes done. So let me show you what I have in my notebook here. So I have almost a full page's worth of notes, of revision notes. And then I started a new beat sheet. And I'm filling in my beats. Although, I will say, as I'm filling in my beats, into my beat sheet, and and the beat sheet I'm using comes from Romancing the Beat. You can find a link for that in the description below. I will say that my beats hardly ever fit into, my scenes, my layout of my scenes in my stories hardly ever fit the beats exactly. Like, hardly ever. And that's probably because even though I am kind of a planner, I'm more on the planner side, I don't plan by beats usually. I just plan, like, I just brainstorm the scenes and the chapters and whatever, and then I write them down and I put them in order. So I know what I'm going to be writing in my scenes as I'm drafting, but I'm not really thinking in terms of beats when I'm drafting. I'm just drafting chapters and scenes and like a basic storyline that comes to me as I'm drafting or right before I'm drafting. I don't worry about whether they fit into beats at particular times in the story while I'm drafting. So I'm definitely noticing that as I'm trying to fill in the scenes that I wrote during my first draft into my beats, into my beat sheet that I pulled from Romancing the Beat, because this is a paranormal romance again. So that's something that I've kind of got to work on, which is me deciding how important is it that the scenes fit the beats at the right times. And then I got to decide, how am I interpreting the beats? Like, meet cute. Oh, that's easy. It's when the two characters meet. Like, you can't really mess that up. They're meeting. And then a couple of the other ones are like No Way Number One, which is basically one or both of your main characters stating, either thinking it in their mind or saying it out loud, why there's no point in them getting involved in a romantic relationship right now for XYZ reasons. Whether it's they don't trust, they don't believe in relationships. They've had damaged relationships in the past, or whatever. They don't believe they deserve it. It's whatever the reason is. Anyway, so those were kind of the beats that I wasn't thinking of as I wasn't in the forefront of my mind as I was drafting. I think as I was drafting, as I'm reading through my draft, it's coming to me and I'm seeing what those reasons would be, but I didn't explicitly state them in the draft. So those are the kind of things that need to go into my revisions. And then it's just kind of trying to figure out how I need to change the scenes to fit the beats a little better. So to accomplish the task of the beat, because this is a romance beat sheet and my first drafts tend to, while they do focus on obviously their relationship because it's romance, they might not, sometimes I focus more on the action than I do the reasons behind those actions, if you know what I mean. So anyway, like I said, I got quite a bit done. I got all of those beats on the first page done, and then I got most of the beats on my second page done. I'm still kind of filling it in because I know, I mean, I have a scene by scene outline already from when I drafted. It's just figuring out if anything needs to move around, and if I do move things around, how drastically does that change the rest of the story. So that's what I'm working on. That's what I got done on day one, are those notes, and I'm kind of still going through the brainstorming of the revisions process right now. So I can't really give you a word count because I wrote it in a paper and there's no way I'm counting it word by word. So I can't give you a word count. I'm sorry. But I showed you what I accomplished. So make sure to let me know how you guys did on your first day of NaNoWriMo. And let me know what you're working on. If you haven't already, let me know what you're working on in my project announcement video for NaNoWriMo, which is up in the cards if you missed that. And then if you enjoy these NaNoWriMo vlogs, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe and the little bell so that you know when I post all of these NaNoWriMo vlog videos. As you can see, I'm doing right now a daily one. I cannot promise that I'm going to have a nano vlog every day because I probably won't. Because come the weekends, Friday through Sunday, I most likely won't be vlogging because it'll be enough for me just to get my writing time in because the kids are home from school, husband's home, my mom lives with us, she's home, so weekends tend to be a little crazy for me. So just being able to get my writing time in is going to be a struggle enough without having to add in trying to vlog around me writing. That's too much. So most likely I will only be vlogging Monday through Thursdays, just to let you know. Okay, so that is all for me today, guys. I hope everybody is doing great in their NaNoWriMo goals, and I will see everybody in tomorrow's vlog. Bye, guys.